Come here. Get off. Today, we're hyped to talk to Mistress Envy, who wrote and self-published Erotic Confessions of the Mildly Perverse, a collection of short stories back in 2018. Hey, Mistress Envy.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, we're glad you're here. But first off, what are your preferred pronouns?
She, her. It's fine.
Awesome, thank you. So, can you tell us what you do in one sentence?
Um, I make love to your mind with my naughty story.
That's a
So,
good
I
one.
love that there's love and there's naughtiness. It's a
Hey,
nice
there you
balance.
go. Yes.
That's awesome. So, have you always been a writer, or was this just kind of like a new venture for you?
Um, I always wrote things here and there. Like when I was younger, like in high school, I would write poems and little short stories. But the whole erotica came about because I was in a relationship, a sexless relationship. So
Mm,
that was my outlet when I
girl,
started
that
writing.
sounds like
It was
a
horrible.
tragedy. Yeah.
It was horrible.
Was it why was it sexless? See, I'm about to get all in your business.
You can.
You just didn't want it? Like, had you just
Oh
reached a
no, it's
point where
never
you
my.
were
Oh
oh, okay.
no, it's never my fault because I feel like I probably wanted too much. Like I want it all the time, like
No
every
such thing.
day. There's not a time when I don't want to. And he wasn't down for the get down. Like he would say things like something wrong with you. Like you want to do it too much. And I'm like
Wow.
what? Like this should be like every man's fantasy. Like let's get it. So yeah, that's how I started writing.
Whew, Lord. All right. I mean, I guess you
Okay.
gotta find an outlet somewhere.
Yeah, it didn't last too much longer though after that though. It really didn't.
Well, I'm sad that that's the origin story of the book.
Don't be.
Your fans are very grateful that
Oh.
that
That
resulted
he sucked.
in this.
Oh.
So you turn lemons into lemonade.
There you go.
Like me.
Well, obviously, your name is not Mistress Envy. We know your
Mm-mm.
mama didn't name you that. So why did you
Correct.
choose to write under a pseudonym?
Um, because I feel like Mistress Envy and my government name are two separate people. And I
Mhm.
have a regular, government 9 to 5. So I didn't want too many people knowing where it would maybe affect my employment until I could
Mm.
start writing books full time. So
Mhm.
that's why I chose to go by Mistress Envy.
No, that's real. I mean, not everyone has the same amount of respect for this work, which obviously we think is ridiculous because this is our work.
Right.
Um,
Right.
but I dig the practicalities of needing to make
Yes.
sure that you're okay.
Yes.
So, as we kind of talk about the work that we do, we learned by reading your bio that once upon a time you worked as an exotic dancer. What was the best thing about doing that work?
The money.
Hands down, no pause.
Like the money. It was always about the money. Like there's I don't know. For me it was always that was my motivation, the money. It
Mhm.
was not glamorous and all that to me. Just get in, get out, get what I need.
Mhm.
Did you have any friends who danced who did it for other reasons, or was that really the prevailing thing?
No, I knew some women who did it for other reasons. They were doing something strange for a piece of change.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel like a lot of women that I encountered doing that type of work, some of them were about their money, but a lot of them was like into some other stuff, like
Like, was it about
giving it
power
up.
play or
I think it was a combination of the power, yes, but also like the ones who would just I've seen a woman get a man like stupid drunk so she could just constantly keep swiping his card or
Wow.
keep going in his her wallet. I'm like, wow, like this life, not for me. I did it enough to get what I needed to get and I was done.
well, I think we all have our different thresholds, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was what worked for them, but that's interesting. What would you say so, we know what the best thing was, but what was the most challenging thing about doing that work?
The misconception of because you're a stripper, you're also a prostitute. Like you
Mhm.
out here shaking it, then you definitely fucking and sucking. So no, that's in my situation, that's not what it was. So that was like
Right.
the toughest thing about it.
Mhm.
How
Yeah.
often, like, was it kind of like a frequent thing where
Oh
men kinda
yeah.
got out of pocket?
All the time.
Mm,
All the time. Like they try you, I mean, they've succeeded with other women. Why not try it with me?
right.
Mm.
It's just like, I mean, to that point of they figure at least it'll work once. It's just like all the
Right.
raggedy things that they try to say to women in hopes that it
Exactly.
only take one to say yes.
Yep. That's all it takes.
Hmm.
So how when you were, and I don't wanna we're definitely gonna talk about your writing, but as, when you were
This kinda
when you
like a
were,
bridge.
yeah, so when you were, dancing, how did you kinda set those boundaries of keeping keeping yourself walled off from, you know, clients or people getting a little too personal or assuming
Yeah.
things and feeling
Yeah.
like since you do this, they have access to you?
Yeah. Sometimes you can tell, like, before you even start the conversation of would you like a dance, you can kind of tell what a man is already on.
Mm,
Like how he's behaving when you're on the stage or how he's been treating other dancers in the club. So I would be kind of keen to that. Like, oh, okay, I see what you about. Like, I'm not,
Take the
I'm not
third
in the mood
out.
for that. Like, no, there's no
Yeah.
time. But then you get the ones who are overly aggressive. And if that happens, like, get your hands off of me, you're gonna have to go type stuff. But
mhm.
some men, when they're in an environment, they don't take no for an answer.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, you just got to
So
be
how
strong.
That's what I about to say. It sounds like you have to do a lot of advocating for yourself in those
You do.
situations.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
So how did these experiences inform your writing?
Oh my goodness. I feel like a lot of my writing comes from a lot of things in a roundabout way that I experienced in my life. So that whole time doing that and dancing, it gave me more fuel for when I write like sleazy characters in my story or nasty things I've seen or witnessed. Like that adds the spice or finishing touches to my story.
Hmm.
Mhm. Helps color in some of those details.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, speaking of your stories, in this book, I mean, so you've got 6 stories, and they run the gamut from chicks who have pep talks with their pussies to women who are stepping out with the young John across the street. How did you settle on this particular mix of stories?
Oh, it was really tough. It was so tough because I wrote quite a few.
Hmm.
Um, I would read like little snippets to my friends to say like, which one did you really like? And be honest, but still, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. So,
That's right.
like, what would you really want to see or hear, and like was overwhelming. Like I didn't have a choice. I had to put Young Thing in there, or
Mhm.
several people were going to be mad. And for me, that's not even my favorite story. But okay.
That was what kinda hooked me in the book. I was like, "Oh, really? Alright."
Wait, so which one is your favorite?
Oh my God, the anniversary.
Ooh, okay, so
No.
I don't know if y'all have read this yet, but we didn't do that one, but it's the one that closes out the book, right? Is that the last one?
Oh, the last one is my sister's husband.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all need to get together.
I love it.
just get it, yeah.
Oh man. Mm, mm, mm.
In our full episode, we read 2 short stories. The
Mhm.
first one we read is The Tease, and
Okay.
in that story, just so we can set the scene, we meet a woman who's having trouble telling her body what to do when her little friend denies her sex. So, have you ever been in a situation where your mind is saying one thing and your pussy's like, "Nah, bitch, I'm ignoring you. Let me keep it moving."
Yes, like I used to be like a fuck boy magnet.
Mm.
Like,
Oh,
no, he wouldn't shit, but the dick would be
Whew.
amazing. So my vagina would tell me all the time, like, don't nobody care. He ain't got no job or place to stay. Like his dick is amazing.
Right, he
So
can stay in
yes,
this pussy. Ah,
that's what I'm saying. Why he need to sleep? I got a bed for him. Hey, like totally, totally been in that situation.
so in the train, we got a whole nother
Uh-huh.
situation.
Yeah.
We have a woman who's fantasizing about her coworkers, and then she uses her hand to get off at work. Are you a
Hmm.
fan of the hand, or do you have other favorite tools and toys for getting off?
See, I'm not a fan of the hand, and I don't know, maybe something's wrong with me. I can't get down with my hand. I literally have to have something battery operated or you plug into the wall to get me going. I'm just not a fan of the hand.
Yeah, I'm not either. I mean, I feel like it would be convenient if that worked well. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
especially how she just slid up on her desk and was like, "Hey."
Hey, you're right.
Right. Well, for me, I gotta like get all my stuff out. Like I mean, it's
Exactly.
right there, but it's still a thing that I have to like pull out and do. And but yeah, I'm a fan of tools too. What about you?
Yep,
Well,
for
I will
sure.
tell you, desperate times call for desperate measures. So, personal story, I am not a gay. I too desire and generally need a toy or some sort of extra help. But when you when you really riled up, all you gotta do is touch it. Then you know,
You make it happen.
oh, I can make it happen, Captain.
Oh Lord. Hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not that talented. I probably
Me
just need to
neither.
practice. I mean, we were legit on the last
Um,
episode talking about practicing and like
mm,
why it's important for women to spend time with themselves. One, just so that don't have to have somebody else, or you don't end up in them situations where your pussy is able to win out because she deprived. But like also so that you can figure out what works when you are with a partner, because it's
yeah,
hard to tell a partner what to do if you don't know what to do.
exactly.
You know.
Hmm.
So one thing that we love is that you're entrepreneurial. You didn't just write this book, you published it too. Could you tell us a little bit about the self-publishing process?
Sure. Well, I have wonderful friends with who wear many, many hats. My one friend, she is a published author. She wrote like a self-help book, an adult coloring book. And I had told her, I want to publish my own book. She came right over to my house, explained the steps to me. So basically it was really simple. I did it through Amazon, through KDP
Mhm.
Publishing. And it really kind of walks you through the process. Like I feel like that was way easier than actually writing the stories. Like that was such a
Really?
yeah, like I expected to be a big ordeal and it absolutely wasn't. So I would recommend anyone who wants to self-publish the book, go out there, do it.
That's pretty cool because I imagine that that keeps a lot of folks from, getting out what they have in them is because they're worried about what that publishing process is going to look like.
Exactly. And for KDP through Amazon, for erotica, they're pretty much liberal, like I was so worried, like, oh my God, I'm saying nasty shit in this book. It's not, they're not gonna put it out there. And so I emailed like the support team, like, oh, I'm so nervous. And you're like, we just don't allow pretty much, anything with children or animals, that type of thing. Like, oh, cool. No. It's
Yeah,
none
you're
of
like,
that.
yeah.
I don't cross that line when I write, erotica.
Mhm.
So it was so stress free after that point. Like, oh, I got this. It's nothing.
Word. Wait, is KDP, is that Kindle Direct Publishing?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yep.
How long did it take you to actually write the book?
Oh, see, I feel like it took forever. It took many, 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 many years because I wrote a story, like I said, when I was in that horrible relationship. And that was like, I don't know, 15 years ago.
Oh,
But
wow.
in between that time, like I just kept writing random thoughts and then they turned into all these sentences. And then it was the book. So from the time I really felt like, oh, I'm going to write this book till it was actually published, I'd say it was less than a year. Because once I get in the mode of, oh, I'm ready to write, it just comes out. It
Mhm.
just comes out. So it didn't take long at all.
No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. When can we expect your next book?
I get that question all the time. My deviants, that's what I call my fans. My deviants keep asking that. Well, they should be happy because I've already started it. I've actually started my first story. It's going to be a collection of short stories again. It's
Mhm.
going to be called Smush, the first story. I'll let you just
Ooh.
Run wild with it. I'm not even gonna give
Ooh.
any info, but it's called Smush.
We need like air horns. I don't know how to do the air horns. Yes.
Y'all are hilarious. So I'm really pushing to having this done by the end of the year because I'm really in a writing mood. I'm in a good space. So the words are just flowing out.
Yes, that's always
Good.
the best when it's
Yes,
like you can't even stop it if you wanted to, right?
exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Yay. So we are really glad that you were able to join us, and even, I mean, that's attached to that. Really excited that you let us share your book with our readers.
Oh,
I think a bunch of them are gonna pick it up and they're gonna love it as much as we did.
oh.
And for the folks who are waiting on Smush, because I mean, where can they find you?
Well, all my deviants follow me on the Instagram. That's what my mom calls it, the
The
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yep. She calls it
On
the
the Instagram.
Instagram, the Facebook, the Google, the all that. But on the Instagram, it's at Mistress E, the author. Simple. You can find me there. Go ahead, check out the page. I may have to accept your request because you can just imagine the type of
Mm,
people who've been contacting
Girl.
me.
listen, we already do crazy stuff.
So I had to make it private for a second. However, for the sake of this wonderful, wonderful interview I done, I am going to have the page public so you can get a little taste,
Hey,
a little taste of the little quickies that I provide to my deviants. So make sure
yay.
you follow me.
Okay, y'all heard her. Make sure you follow.
This week's episode was produced by us, Erica and Kenria, and edited by Ballistic. The theme song is from Brazy. Please subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast app. Follow us on Twitter at The Turn On Pod and Instagram at The Turn On Podcast. And find links to books, transcripts, guest info, and other fun stuff at theturnonpodcast.com. Bye.